we've got Franco Boffi of Italy, who we're told by the Italians will sacrifice himself for Panetta. That's Franco Boffi, 5.81. So he may make the early pace, but will the Kenyans, who've also got through, 3 through, let them? 6.60, Peter Koech. 5.92, Lambrosini, the other Italian. There's Brian Dima, the Olympic bronze medalist, America. Regalo of Portugal. Panier of France. Panetta, the Italian #1. Ilg, the defending world champion, coming back to form from West Germany. Graham Fell, the Canadian now, born in Britain, a member of Essex Beagles, now emigrated. Henry Marsh, the top American. Van Dijk of Belgium. 6.54, Kip Kemboy, Kenya. Roger Hackley of Great Britain. The European champion, 4.74, Melser, East Germany. And on the outside, the third Kenyan, Patrick Sang. 15 in this final, and we're looking for something special. The Italians want to make it fast for Panetta. Will the Kenyans let them? The final of the World Championship, 3,000 metres, and Boffi's trying to dictate it, but he's not allowed to, by Peter Koech, the Kenyan. And the Kenyans undoubtedly will mess the Italians about. They're first for the moment and last. Koech leads. Boffi tried to take the lead, and Boffi's now taking it. Lambrosini's up there, and Panetti is following Boffi. So clearly, the Italian plan we heard about is there to be seen. Boffi takes it. Panetta in second place. Koech is third. Looking back through the field, Roger Hackley started fairly quickly, but they've all had to start quickly because it's going to be a battle from gun to the finish. Coming to the water for the first time. Melser, 4.74, the European champion, well in touch. But Boffi's really streaking along, and the Kenyans are not going to let them dictate the pace. They're going to mess them about. There's no question about that. And I would think the Kenyan plan will be not to let the Italians run an even pace and settle down.
Evangelisti, the other Italian, on duty at the far side, and he's had a good jump too. Evangelisti's in 6th place at the moment with 8 meters and 9. And look at this crowd. They've got Italians all over the track and Italians in the long jump pit. And they appreciate that. And let's wait to see what is happening in terms of the distance. Evangelisti celebrating. Remember, he is an 8.40 jumper. Now, how far has he gone? And is he in medal contention? He really went hard for the board and got a lift that takes him out to 8 meters and 19, and it puts him into bronze medal position. But look how close he was to a no jump.
Well, the Italian crowd going mad, moved into medals in the long jump, and they're hoping for medals here in the steeplechase and hoping for gold. Kenya in front, and the Kenyans, Brendan Foster, seem to me to be determined not to allow the Italians to dictate the race.
But that's what I love about distance running, because you've got the Europeans calculating in their training and calculating in their tactics. They've got a plan hatched last night, and Panetta, to help Panetta run the sting out of the fast finishers. And then you've got the Kenyans who don't care about what tactics. They're just going to get in the race. They're going to run, and if they feel good, they're going to challenge, and they don't care about anybody else's ideas. But the pace is tremendous. They're running about, my calculations, David, they're running about 8-minute pace for 3,000 meters. The world record is 8.5, so this race is going to be a great one.
Actually, oddly enough, although it doesn't appear to be so from the human eye, they slowed down on the second lap, but in fact, they're on 8.12 pace, just outside a world record schedule. Well, Panetta's now taking it of himself. Kip Kemboy there goes alongside him. And every time an Italian takes the front, Kip Kemboy is the Kenyan who gets there and upsets him and ruffles him. Panetta leading in the water jump. Kip Kemboy in second place. Regalo, Portugal third. Melser, East Germany fourth. But it's quite significant that as soon as an Italian hits the front, a Kenyan, and it's usually Kip Kemboy, follows him. The other two Kenyans have dropped back down the field. Panetta leads, Kip Kemboy in second place. Third is Regalo of Portugal. In fourth place, Melser of East Germany. Fifth is Panier of France. Sixth is Van Dijk. Seventh, another Kenyans moving through, and in eighth place, the world champion Ilg.
Well, Panetta decided he was going to lead after 1,000 metres. He knows exactly what he's got to do, but he's got tremendous support in the stadium. The crowd are going mad supporting him, but he's got the Africans to deal with. And don't forget the other Europeans. You've got Meltzer, the European champion. You've got Van Dijk, and Kipkemboi fell there. So that tactic is now beginning to trouble the other Kenyans. They're starting to move up through the race, and Panetta's got a gap. This is exactly what he wanted to have.
So, by varying the pace and losing his stride pattern, Kipkemboi has paid for it. You've got to get the stride pattern right to hit the hurdle on the right foot. You've got to be able to hurdle on both feet, in fact, off both feet, but he got it totally wrong then. Missed out on the stride, trying to mix it up, and Kipkemboi walks away dejected. Well, Panetta is now left absolutely clear, and the Italian crowd going berserk as he comes round with 3 laps to go. Van Dijk of Belgium second, Meltzer of East Germany third, Panier of France in 4th place. Then comes Peter Koech of Kenya, followed by Regalo, followed by Graham Fell, followed by Sang of Kenya, Dima, America. And Roger Hackney at the moment is back in 15th place.
Well, Panetta there, I think, was lifted by the fact that he saw a gap growing behind him, and he's determined to drive on for the finish. You know, his nickname is Turbo Diesel, and you can understand why. He's running like an engine here, but the race is being led behind him by Van Dijk, who's the fastest man in the world this year. He'll cover the gap slowly. He'll gradually come back. Van Dijk has got a tremendous finish, and I noticed Meltzer in 3rd place is hanging in there. We saw this kind of race in the European Championships last year, and remember, Panetta died in the European Championships. He's a stronger athlete now, and he's got the home support, and I can guarantee you that he won't fail here through lack of bravery.
Panetta, the silver medalist in the 10,000 metres, silver medalist in the European Championship when he led all the way, has now got 2 laps to go and a very good lead indeed. He's got about 20 metres from Van Dijk. Meltzer in 3rd place. Peter Koech is 4th. Graham Fell of Canada in 5th place. Dima, America 6th. Sang, Kenya 7th. Panier is in 8th place. Henry Marsh beginning to improve, but as usual, very, very late. And Panetta just stuttered into the hurdle, but he found the right stride. Van Dijk in 2nd place, closing slightly. Meltzer, the European champion, is 3rd, and Ilg, the West German holder of the world title, next to last. So we're going to have a new champion. Panetta, the battler, out in front. Van Dijk closing very slightly. But it's still a good lead. And already the crowd celebrating with just over a lap to go. Panetta looks strong. He's not the best technician in this field, but he's certainly the strongest man. There's the bell. Again, stutters into the hurdle. Van Dijk more fluent in 2nd place. Meltzer's 3rd, and they're battling on. It's Koech 4, Dima 5, Fell 6, Marsh 7, Sang 8. And Van Dijk is closing now all the time. And Meltzer's a fast finisher too. Panetta's now got about, around 15 metres. And he's hanging on. He's got 3 jumps left. That's one of them. And he's beginning to climb them now. Van Dijk is still closing, but it's very, very slowly. The water jump and 1 barrier left. Panetta, an anxious glance. Oh, he jumped the hurdle there. He hurdled the barrier. He didn't take a chance. And he's now in front by some 12 metres. And going away again. Panetta could get gold for Italy. He's got it right. Meltzer comes 2nd. Van Dijk is 3rd. And the celebrations have started. On the track and around the arena. Panetta wins the world title. Meltzer, the European champion, 2nd. Van Dijk is 3rd. Dima 4. Graham Fell in 5th place. Marsh is 6th. Koech 7. Sang in 8th place. Lambrosini is 9. Panier 10. Regalo 11. Ilg, the defending world champion, is number 12. Franco Boffi in 13th place, and Roger Hackney is in 14th place for Great Britain. A tremendous run.